tool gun. It's a 380. I'm like, the Ruger? She's like, yeah. I already know what you're talking about. She can handle it, but I don't know if it makes sense for her to carry that.
I know you ain't never, you ain't a fan of the Glocks, but that 42, like, so it's kind of like shooting 22 for real.
Yeah, right now I got my numbers. Dude, that's cool. It's a little bit bigger. It's bigger than that. And I'll see.
And then that barrel longer, so it hit hard.
Right. So that's what I was telling her. I wasn't telling her that it's bad. She should do it. I was saying that it's small and it's 380, so it got a little kick. Like, really suck for me, or that gonna suck for me because my hand's big. I can handle the kick, but I can barely get it done.
Right, that's how I get thinking.
Oh, yeah, y'all.
Yeah, Laura likes some shit like that. Roll around here.
You gotta get your white sister on it.
But
On the apples?
that's what I thought they was. I'm like, shit, they started.
He's drunken gummy crazy.
Oh yeah. But
I'm drinking my bad this today. You know I can have it.
what the fuck I was about to say? Oh, but see, the fuck. You could put the 42 with that
You can't go Browns, Cavs, Indians got their ass whipped. Yeah. They gotta go crazy neutral. Like I gotta go green. That's the only way I can live out here in these streets, man.
Oh, you said token sun, token black.
Get the fuck out of here. That's what you wear this for Halloween?
Yeah.
You know how long it took me to realize why they call that nigga token? It took me a long ass time. Like token black, nigga. His last name Black. Realize it. That nigga token black. That's some cognac, man.
I thought it was a 1738 we pulled out at first. Still can't France. They still gotta use the right
Grapes, man.
the right grapes.
Better come from through.
I got some, hold on.
Through. I did. Hey, I already said something. I already said something about it. Man, see, you see what? Hey,
What?
you see what I'm talking about? What I showed you.
Oh.
I can't. No bells over here, man.
You turn the mic up.
All right, bye. Hey, I haven't even shit started for real.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
you got them. What they say? You got them.
I don't know. So I'm talking about, man. I'm just a young, civilized gentleman.
Like me on the other hand, I'm just chilling, relaxing. I'm old man. Do old man things.
Literally, old man.
So, but yeah, welcome back to the Halloween episode. We was out for last week or whatever, but we back now. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But we back now.
Oh, okay.
But
I forgot what happened last week.
I forgot too.
No, I didn't.
But yeah, it's great to be back. But we've been promising y'all for weeks.
This is what's great. This is what's great, man. I tell you, it took. In all honesty, it was probably only like a month, which ain't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it felt like when you pay a lot of money for something, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. You pay a lot of money for something, you want your return immediately.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And when it don't happen, then you be like, man, it kind of stress you out. And like, nigga, what's up? So, we want to let y'all know that we back. We back with hats. And it's gonna be a great show, man.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's always a great show, but it's gonna be a great show. I just want to show y'all. First of all, I want to show y'all this amazing. I don't even know what it is. It's a container of some sort.
Like the wife can use it for something.
Yes.
I guarantee it.
Yes. But this stuff is slightly off camera, but I just want to show y'all what the Browns forces us to do every single Sunday because they just refuse to win games or something. Like, it's already, look, it's already gloomy and gray and rainy, and it's fall in Cleveland right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to deal with constantly losing every Sunday. So these extracurriculars
are needed to get through.
Like they.
Besides, it's cold outside. Trying to warm up.
Nothing wrong with staying warm. Nothing wrong with staying warm.
But I mean, after we know somebody getting fired, but is it going to be Hugh Jackson or is it going to be Ty Haley? I mean, which one do you go with? Ty Haley just got here.
It's true.
But he calling some bogus plays. Or else we got Hugh Jackson, who was dealt a bad hand until this season. Got a little better. But we can't score touchdowns. Now, who did that fall on? Like, who does that fall on if you can't score touchdowns and you can't get a first down in certain situations?
See, I don't know, man.
Like, who did, like, because I watch all the games, or mostly all the games, and I've seen some of the play calling out there, and it was in certain situations, 3rd and 1, you try to do a lateral on 3rd and 1, and you got High back there, and you got Chubb back there.
Oh, it's like 2 weeks ago when they you want to run. All right, so at Cleveland Heights, where I went to school, it was the jet sweep was the offense. Like the jet sweep was literally the basis of our entire offense. Why would you run the jet? First off, the jet sweep it's not all that effective. Like I mean, situation got to be perfect for the jet sweep to work.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you run it on like inside of your own 10 though? Like it's not enough room. Mm-hmm. Period. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's basic football. That's high school basic football.
It's like I know Duke Johnson is fast as hell, but like not that fast.
It's
Like
not
nobody,
that
not that
space.
fast.
Yeah, like
for the in the NFL, it's not that much space. They know it's not much room. It's not much field that the defense has to cover in that just little space. So I mean, they waiting for it.
yes, like I don't care if you had a Ferrari that goes 0 to 100 or whatever in 5 seconds. Like it's not enough space. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough space for 5 seconds. Like you know what I'm saying? It's not enough space. Like I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? But so I mean, so if y'all wondering why we got to have some display and not wearing them, these niggas trash. Like, this is the Indians. It's hard to see.
No, that's the Cavs.
The Cavs?
Yeah,
that's these niggas super trash. You know what I'm saying? The Indians, we got the Indians was over there, but they got first round out of here. Like you know what I'm saying? Like 3 straight out of here. Greg said they was playing a team that was cheating. You know what I'm saying? Never forget that part.
Oh man, it's
frustrating, man.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. But you know, today, a couple hours ago, you know, Tyronn Lue got fired.
Yeah. So we do know definitely somebody that did get fired.
But is it his fault as to why the team is 0-6 right now? And they got to play 82 games. They fired after 6 games. So I don't think he liked them in the first place.
See, I don't know.
What's Dan Gilbert?
But Dan Gilbert fired Black and kept Lue.
Look, you should have hired Lue in the first place. Then you had Black. Then you fired him. Then
after a winning season and a winning record.
Right. Lue got the championship. Then after LeBron leave, you fire him. Like, I'm not. I mean, what coach are you gonna bring in that's gonna like? You can't turn this around right now.
Hey, what if we go back and hire Black to bring in the Princeton offense?
Come on, man. Like I guess they like with LeBron, you gotta have a certain type of coach that's willing to let LeBron do what he want to do at times. But you also need a coach that's understand basketball, understand being a player in the league. And I was Tyronn Lue, but you don't got what I'm saying. You don't got LeBron there no more, so I guess well, we don't need him. We can get a coach that we can control. That's probably what it is.
But I mean, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's a very likable coach. So.
But every time LeBron leaves, though, it's like somebody said it's like an impact zone, like a nuclear bomb when he leaves. Like, nigga, everything is in shambles. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you got players that play well with him. You know what I'm saying? They kind of need him as the catalyst, but so without him being there, then they really trash. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But even Miami, and they still had Dwayne Wade when he left. You know what I'm saying? But but he leave it like a wasteland, and it's part of his own doing. But I'm like, you're free agent, you do what you want to do. But it's I don't know, man. Like to fire him after 6 games after when LeBron leaves is always a wasteland. That's kind of a wasteland.
Exactly. But if you notice, LeBron plays the same way no matter if you go to Miami. Well, like, why isn't Eric Spoelstra fired right now? Come on now.
That's true.
Like, that was horrible after he left. They was just lucky to have Dwayne Wade on the team.
One thing I did see, and this is a testament to saying exactly what and who LeBron James is. So I was following like some Cleveland sports talk radio people or whatever, like people that like reporters and stuff that actually follow the Cavs. And so they it was like the first thing they live streaming or like live tweeting or whatever the Lakers game. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they calling out like, you know what I'm saying? All right, so here LeBron should, you know what I'm saying, drive to the hoop or whatever, but watch LeBron top of the key, dribble, bad 3-point shot. And like, that's what he did. Like, because LeBron, as great as he is, he's also predictable. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of offense that he like. And this was on the court with Rajon Rondo and LeVar Ball or whatever whatever his name is.
Yeah, Alonzo Ball.
Alonzo, yeah. So it's frustrating because I like Lue, you know what I'm saying, but I mean 0-6 in the NBA, it's not 0-6 in the NFL.
Right,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like, it's 82 games. And, so this is after LeBron left. Like,
right,
that can't be understated.
Right, but you already know who that is. It's Dan Gilbert. He able to control the GM, Kobe Atman. Kobe Atman, right?
Kobe Altman.
Okay.
Like that,
But you able to control him. So it's easy. You like, okay, I want to fire him. Fire me a new head coach. Cool. It is what it is.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just,
But back to LeBron though. Okay, LeBron. LeBron. Dribble, shoot a 3-pointer, whatever. But at the same time, LeBron has a high basketball IQ to know, like, well, if we run like the San Antonio Spurs, they run a tight system. It's the same. Whoever playing, Tim Duncan or
that system, that's a plug and play system.
Or David Robinson. It's the same, the same system. So LeBron, he said, okay, well, every team is a different style, but if we come out with the same style, a team can easily be like, okay, well, they play this style. We can easily exploit them by, coming up with this game plan. Whereas for LeBron, it's like, well, we switch it up every night. We might run tonight. We might control the tempo the whole game. This game, because I know if I control the tempo, it's hard for them to get off because it's a different style of team. But if we play, okay, we run this play, have Korver come off of the screen, he shoot a 3. That's not gonna work every game. You know what I'm saying? So. But at the same time, the ball has to be in LeBron's hands for this system to work. So when LeBron isn't in, it's like I don't know, like Kuzma, for example. Like Kuzma was getting off last season, but this season it's like he's struggling to find his rhythm because like he don't got the ball in his hands.
Exactly.
But at the same time, LeBron's still gonna make sure you get the ball. But it's like but you got to sacrifice playing with LeBron. That's why some players don't like playing with LeBron because they got to sacrifice their game. Kyrie, they ain't give a fuck. He was not passing that bitch. Like, nah, I got it.
But in his defense, though, now I get it because a lot of people be like, all right, as soon as LeBron goes to any team, and this is LeBron's team, like Kyrie been here, he was here, like this was Kyrie's team, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then don't get me wrong, it is a huge learning curve, especially when you got a point guard that's points driven. Well, yes, he is a scoring point guard.
Right.
He's not like a Chris Paul or a Rondo.
Mm-hmm.
Look, well, Chris Paul is like an all around point guard, but he's not like a Rondo who's like a pass first type point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like so they don't really mess each other anyway. But you kind of need each other offensively. You know what I'm saying? To go on and be able to do great things. You know what I'm saying? Because what they do individually, offensively, allows them both to kind of get out. Like, because
Game 5.
Who you gonna double?
Game 5, NBA Finals.
16.
They both had 40. Was it 40 apiece? Both shot 40 apiece.
I think LeBron ended with.
It was the same. Like both scored the same.
44 or 46.
Yeah, they both had the same amount of points that game, and it was just alternating.
Because it's like who you gonna double?
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin Love was a threat, especially at that point. He was a threat, even if he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He was a third option. Like young Kevin Love was your third option. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I don't know, man. It's frustrating, but I mean, it's 0-6. It's 0-6, but it's different than 0-6 of like I said, the NFL or whatever. But
I just want Dan Gilbert to sell the team. Like, go back to Detroit, do your thing there.
Why you hate that nigga?
Huh?
Why you hate that nigga?
Like, first of all, I don't like his political views. Secondly, I don't think he's a good owner of the team. Like, he's just, I don't like how he run the organization. Man.
Like, you think he just lucked up and got the team when LeBron was coming out the draft? Like, you think that's the reason for his success?
Right.
He bought the team in 03. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but what's the name still had the team though? Gunn. Gunn still had the team though.
Yeah.
When LeBron was in there.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
When you fact check, you like we do Trump.
Yes. You seen him at the this was like the first he had him for the first 2 seasons, I believe. Yeah, fact check.
Because I'm telling you, because
But he didn't have him the whole time.
Well, I'm almost sure, man.
All right, we can fact check it. But anyways, when Goran Gunn was sitting at the draft selection, waiting to get their pick, see if they gonna get the first pick, he was sitting there.
You're like,
Remember sitting,
I sold the team already. Damn, I should have did that.
Nah.
Let me see. All right, so
it's fact checking.
I am fact checking.
It don't take this long.
Yeah, I don't control the internet. Let's say, Cuz worth 5.7 good,
How you get it though?
Boy, Detroit. All right.
Gordon Gunn.
Let me double confirm. Fair enough, my friend.
Well, but what was it, the first season he saw?
After the first season? He bought him at 05.
Oh, so 3 seasons, yeah.
Hey, fair enough. Fair enough.
But
smart investment, though. I'll say that much.
But at the same time, let's say if like me or you, was the owner, like we real fans, so it's like we're gonna try to get the best possible, the best possible team out there. But with him, it's like it's him as a business more so. Is I love the team, I really want to win. That's just how I feel. Kyrie was like how the fuck you gonna say after the Cavs lost in the finals of what's that 2017 when the Cavs lost in the finals? How the fuck you gonna say? I think we should get rid of Kyrie. Like how?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like how? That's why.
Yeah,
but then they tried to change the narrative. Like, oh, Kyrie, he don't want to be here. Kyrie was cool with being here, but y'all said y'all didn't want him here. So of course he's gonna be like, I want to trade now. Like I'm gonna get going now. Like,
and then when it was like Brown's like, no, don't trade him. We'll work it out. We'll figure it out. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they traded him anyway. Mm-hmm. And that's what Brown like.
I'm officially out. Yeah. I think he was already out. But then he was like, I'm officially out. Like how I'm supposed to win. So that's why last season he was balling out of control.
See, like, and that's the crazy part is like, so and one thing I always give LeBron, like, I can't say like back in 2010 where clearly he quit. You know what I'm saying? He quit. I don't care who you is, he quit. But this time,
quit the sale.
Man, so bitter. You know what I'm saying? But he like this year he playing all 82 games, like really going out there balling, and you know what I'm saying? As old as he is or whatever. Like, come on, man. Like, I can't root for him on another team. Like Cleveland is one to allow me to, but you know what I'm saying? I can appreciate what he did when he was here.
Yeah.
And I can damn sure I can root against him while acknowledging that he's great. And that's what I do.
Yeah, he's great, but is he gonna do?
They ain't gonna shit this season though.
No.
Yeah,
it's Kevin Durant or Klay Thompson come through next year. Yes, they could do something. More so, Kevin Durant. Yes,
they're not gonna motherfucking thing
Kevin Durant
this year. Nothing.
Come next year. Because Kevin Durant want to get paid. Klay Thompson want to get paid. You can't keep paying like these 5 like top stars on the starting lineup.
I want to say that, but
like Steph Curry, he like I'll take a pay cut. It's whatever. Kevin Durant, no, he not. But yeah, they won in the championship. That's cool. They done won like 2, 3, 4 of them. I don't know how many now.
Too many.
But it's like at the end of the day, your knees gonna give out. You gonna wish you had more money in your bank account. And at the end of it, like if you start to deteriorate, you already know they're gonna trade you because it's a business. Like they're not stupid. Yeah, I love playing for this team, but at the end of the day, it's a business. They know they can be traded at any time.
So a lot of people do, but like, all right, so I got my money now, so now, or I got my championship now, so now I can go get the money, or vice versa. Bro, getting something. Yeah. Or vice versa. So. I think it's definitely a possibility, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if see that's always the thing is because like we don't know these niggas, like you know what I'm saying. So we don't know what is their motivations. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know if it's strictly championships to want to be the best, or if it is like I got enough money for me and my grandkids, but I want more. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know these niggas, so I can't really say.
Right. Even if I did know these niggas, I still ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah.
Like,
that ain't my spot. Yeah.
That's your business. You do what you want to do. But then I understand is why you didn't stay with this team. You said, "Fuck it, I want to go somewhere sunny." I mean, I can understand that.
Yeah, especially later. Like later. First off, that's another misconception. This is how we roll into Cleveland talk. You know, people always be like, "Oh, you know, why would you want to go to Cleveland?" Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as I know, we talked about this before, but I mean, as far as like athletes and stuff like that, and I get it as far as we just shit on our own teams. You know what I'm saying? But like, oh, it snows there and stuff. Like okay. It's snowing like half the country. Like what is like why shit on Cleveland?
Like the snow ain't the snow ain't really.
It snows in New York.
I don't. Yeah, right. I don't like snow. I don't like the cold. But I've been through 30 seasons, of winter already. But
yeah, 30.
But it's like
shit. Damn.
But it's like if I'm playing for a team and I'm a star player and I'm gonna market myself to make more money off the court, then let me go to a Boston, New York, Miami, LA, teams like that. A big one, it's in a bigger market where you'll be more recognized. Well, not. I say recognized more than basketball because they see you on a State Farm commercial dropping dimes or something. Then they're like. It's like otherwise people worried about assurance that they don't even watch basketball. Like, oh, that's a Kevin Love guy.
Kevin Love guy.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Or people want to be fresh in their Tommy Bahama or they Banana Republic. They like
Kevin Love.
Oh, Kevin Love wearing it. Let me get the Kevin Love collection.
Never understood that part.
You never know. But if somebody want to pay you, okay, we'll give you. I don't know, 200,000. All you gotta do is do a couple photo shoots in the off season. Wear our clothes.
I feel like some fucking photo on
Friday. Like you gonna wear it, and it's gonna give you more exposure for more deals and opportunity. Like the State Farm deal probably got him the Tommy Bahama Banana Republic deal. But he did it from Cleveland. But LeBron, he did have LeBron playing on the team at the same time. That makes a difference. Now that LeBron gone, like no more national games for the Cavs, none of that exposure.
Why they hate us, man?
Huh?
Why they hate us?
Because we just lose, lose too much. It's a lot of crime here, and we just look
everywhere though.
But it's a lot of crime. There's a lot of crime here though.
Per capita, I guess. I don't know, man, but. Yeah, I mean, we could talk about the Cleveland side.
Yeah, let's talk about
it.
I mean, look, LeBron Kane gave us a championship because he probably felt like, damn, like I really, you know what I'm saying? They really deserve a championship. Let me give it to them. They got it. I'm gone. Like, I'm gone. I'm about to be in LA chilling in the sun under some palm trees. It is what it is.
Well, he's like, oh, I don't like snow either. Like, it's like, oh,
I hate that shit. He probably hate that shit. He got first car was a Hummer. Like, come on, like he was ready for the snow. Shit.
I'm just saying, like,
but I'm gonna tell you like this: if let's say I made it to the NFL and I played on the Browns or some shit, hell yeah, I love to play for the Browns. But if the Browns offer me $3.5 million and the fucking Rams offer me $10.2 million. Like,
no, that's different. That's a huge gap. All right, so if the Browns offered you 3.5, right?
Yeah,
3.5 a year, and the Rams offered you 3.7. It's more money technically,
but let's say 3.7, and you're gonna be the feature back of this offense.
No, you're gonna be the feature. Everything's gonna be the exact same. The only difference is the Browns are in Cleveland, the LA is in LA, and you're gonna make $2,000 more dollars in LA.
Am I a star player in the league?
It's the same.
Am I a star player in the league though?
You Le'Veon Bell right now. You can literally do. You can go to any team and be the feature back.
Yeah, I'll probably stay in Cleveland for just for extra 200,000. Yeah, I stay in Cleveland, but let's say the Browns is a horrible team and the Rams is going to the Super Bowl. Let's say the Rams going to the Super Bowl, like.
But then you chase the rings. That's different too. I'm just talking about.
I don't know. It's decisions. Like now, I feel like how they feel. Like damn, this shit.
That's true.
This shit more complicated.
That's fair enough.
You
Before I think about it, I'm like, well, like all I'm saying is that snow would be my deciding factor. I wouldn't be like, oh, fucking the snow again. Oh, December.
Hey, I live here in the off season.
Why? That's stupid. Why would they do that?
You know, the family around or whatever. But during the season, it's like I'm always here. People asking me for money. Get tired. I'm getting tired of it. Like that could be what it, be what it is. It's like I gotta live all the way out somewhere. I don't even want to live.
Buy a nice house in Bracknell. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you could.
Like I don't think about Bracknell. It's like
it's right. It's close. Two different
like you go like what's that 152nd or you go underneath like the train track like underneath the bridge whatever. Is that 152nd?
What are we talking about? Bracknell?
Yeah. Like where?
No, you get off at
no.
Get off at Eddie.
I think about 105, 100.
You can hit it from there that way too.
I'm just saying. So you're on like 105 in St. Clair. You know what I'm saying? 105 in Superior, whatever. And like going towards Bracknell, then you go like down like a little, like it's like a bridge or whatever. But so you kind of go underneath the bridge. Mm-hmm. You come out and it's Bracknell. It's like a completely different area. Like it's a completely different place. You know what I'm saying? And I mean completely different. Like ain't no potholes and all that stuff.
Big ass houses.
Yeah, like huge houses. You can see the lake. Houses. Like you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
But I want to stay in Bracknell. Like it is close to downtown. You kept hitting it with your foot. That's what happened.
That's the. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, it is close to downtown, so it's like, all right, I can easily get to practice or to the game. Well, really to the games. This practice is far out.
No, Independence.
I mean, that's a 30-minute ride, but if you playing on the Browns, then that's still a 30-minute ride. Where the Indians practice? Do they even practice at the stadium? Like, I don't even know.
I don't know. That's actually a good question.
They're probably at the stadium. But that's probably the Indians got to eat. If I play for the Indians, I'm staying right now.
Straight downtown, though. That's crazy.
But I don't know. It's decisions. Like, I don't know. Especially if you're not from Cleveland and they don't know where to live. Like you see for the Browns, they always in Bay Village. Like, don't live over there. Like that's how Callaway got caught. Like you driving through Bay Village. Like, don't do that.
Still a nigga.
Don't do that. Don't do it. At night, 3 o'clock in the morning. No, don't do it.
You still
I'll go to Bay Village to go to I go to the beach or I go to Dave and Buster's or something. But other than that, I'm not getting off at that exit for no reason.
Bay Village?
Yeah.
Bay Village?
It's either Dave and Buster's or the beach. That's it. As far as I go.
Oh, all right. Westlake, that whole area. I'm with you.
At night.
Oh yeah, yeah. But they got whole departments. This just look. I know it's not, but it just look pretty. Like I know it's not, but like they got whole departments of teams that's set up for you to like for them to help you get settled in, where to live, all this stuff, help you find a house or whatever. Right,
but they'd be like, let's say you get traded, and they'd be like, okay, move in. We got this apartment for you. We already set up. It's rent. It's already furnished. Rent whatever. So that should be like, okay, cool. They might do that. But if I've been here for a minute, I might have to move. But they always on the west, like.
It is always on the west.
Like you got Bracknell, or you're moving out. Out Beachwood way, out what's that? Like Pepper Pike type.
Even Pepper Pike kind of close. I mean, nice solid neighborhood. It's kind of close, man. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
You
kind
got
of
the
like
choice.
they set you up. They set up the black athletes. I'll say the young black athletes or whatever that come to town. Like you want to put them in a nice spot, but then like don't forget about the other outside factors that affect young black males living in a nice neighborhood, driving a nice car, and being young. You know what I'm saying? Like those factors
Right,
gotta
you
be
young and with money, so you
like
you might get this new Benz.
Yeah.
You might go to the club.
And it might be as simple as like a cop like I ain't never seen this nigga before. Like let me find out what he
Who
on.
is this? And then all right, I get the license. I see it's a football player, but damn, like you fucked up right now. I mean, what I'm supposed to do? Like, you on camera?
You on camera?
Even though I'm a Browns fan, I really can't do nothing. Like with Callaway, he told him, he was like, I mean, it's just a weed ticket. It's just a ticket.
Yeah.
Just a ticket. I mean, I'm gonna have to cite you. But just a ticket. That ain't to the NFL. The NFL don't. They not. You get in our program quick. Then you can't do nothing. Drink, smoke.
Cops, man. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. So, all right. So let me preface this by saying that on this show, we always talk about race, racism.
But that's what's going on right now.
But it's literally so look. So not only what's going on right now, like where I'm from, where you from, like where we grew up. This is a part of life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's a reason why we said, oh, you can't. Or any normal person would be like, why can't I drive through this nice top neighborhood in greater Cleveland at night? No problem. Like no crime. It's like I'm gonna be harassed. I'm not even gonna know why I got pulled over.
Exactly.
There's been many times where, I got let go, but I'm still confused as to why I got pulled over. I was doing the speed limit. Put on my blinker.
Change, yeah, all that.
I'm trying to confuse because I was in a nice car. Was it because of that?
Yes.
What is being? Why can't I be in a? I hate to quote this nigga, but what Kanye say? Even if you a nigga, you still. Even if you in the Benz, you still a nigga in the coat.
That's what it is.
I mean, it's fire.
It is fire. I hate how hot he used to be. I hate that I was a real fan. Anyway,
we're gonna get into music stuff later, but right now we're just talking about life.
So all right, so it's a real life thing that happened all the time. So last night, we went out and seen me and this nigga didn't go out, but I had a little date or whatever. Went out to the movies to see the Hate You Give.
He was tricking or treating.
I was being.
You was being a gentleman? No. Just saying. Just saying. You don't gotta lie.
I was.
You can say you moved on to new things and you like to.
I was being tricked and treated. I was being tricked and treated. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So we want to go see that movie, The Hate You Give. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I seen the previews. I got a book. I was given a book. I never got through it. I'm sad to say that.
Yeah, I haven't. I didn't know about the book until the movie came out or whatever. But I don't know. Should I say spoiler alert? Like I really don't care, to be honest. Like y'all should see the movie regardless of whatever I say right now. But so essentially, what happened is this chick, this young high school girl or whatever, was she pretty much living two lives. She living her at home, I stay in the hood life, and then I go to a private school or saying
that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar.
She was a female Byron Grammar, like like that's what it was, the Byron 2.0, like that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So literally, like mine was slightly different, but like Heights wasn't a private school. You know what I'm saying? It was still a city school, even though I lived on Cedar. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, So anyway, so she had her double life or whatever, and then she ride with a friend after a party, and cuz get popped by a cop or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like traffic stop. People don't talk about this. It was actually a valid stop. Like he failed the signal to lane change.
Mm-hmm.
Got pulled over. It was I don't want to say a racist cop. It's not it's just a white cop that's overzealous because he's dealing with a young black man.
Hey, I seen it when I was listening to previews. He was calm, he reached in the car for something.
Yeah, you got like his hairbrush, and then the cop shot him. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where the movie actually kind of started. You know what I'm saying? So this is the process of, you know what I'm saying, her trying to figure out her and her parents like, all right, I don't want her mom was like, I don't really want to give you this exposure. Like I'm trying to move you out of the hood. I'm giving you exposure. Like I don't want you dealing with that pressure at school when these white people see you on TV and they see that you live in this bad neighborhood or you seen something crazy. But her dad, like, you know what I'm saying, like, don't shy from the like this is not your moment as in the moment you was made for, but like this is your moment. Like you're in control of the situation of the situation at this time. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to take a step back and not say nothing, that's fine. I support you. But if you want to be, verbal about what you see and the injustice that you witnessed, I support that too. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much a back and forth of her thinking, you know what I'm saying, like I said, a high schooler trying to figure out what should I do. So dealing with her parents on one side, and then she got her white friends from her white school. Like they don't really understand. You know what I'm saying? They like, why you acting different? It's another person kind of, you know what I'm saying, dead or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he was doing what he's supposed to be doing, it wouldn't be no trouble. But they don't understand the black plight. You know what I'm saying? And then you got her friends in the hood or whatever. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So the friends in the hood don't know it's her that witnessed it or whatever. But even still, they like, well, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to speak up. Somebody got to take responsibility for this and all this stuff. And it's literally just at the center. It's a girl that's being pulled in multiple different directions about what she should do after watching her unarmed black friend or whatever get killed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally what the movie about. So, what?
Now, I don't want you to say what happened at the end because I don't know. I want to see that.
The ending weak, by the way, but the ending. I mean, first it's a movie, so it ain't how you expect it to end. But there's one scene at the end of the movie where I was like, it completely took me out of the spirit. Like it didn't ruin the rest of the movie, but it completely took me out. I seen this and I'm like, that would never happen in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, so they engaged me because I can identify with so much stuff going on. You can hear people in the audience like, you know what I'm saying, people was shaking their head in disbelief, or so you can hear people gasping or whatever. Like I'm sitting there like, nigga, this is
it's Hollywood.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I'm like all the stuff that they seeing for the first time or whatever. Like this is 2 weeks ago in 90th. Like this is I seen this when I was 10. I lived this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that big of a deal. Not that it's not that big of a deal, but it's not as shocking to me because I lived that opposed to people that's just seeing it for the first time or just hearing that cops are racist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not all cops, but generalizing here. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, not all cops. Now I know we all know about the Tamir Rice situation.
Yeah,
like which is fucked up. But did you see the news story? I don't know if I can't remember if I talked to you for a long week. But did you see the news story about what happened in Columbus where basically the same situation happened where the boy, had the toy gun and the cop, somebody called in like, some young boy, real young, waving the gun, and the cop rolled up on him, and then the boy seen the cop, so he decided to take the gun out of his pants.
It's new?
Yeah, this happened this week or last week.
That's crazy.
So, boy taking the gun out of his pants, but the cop, he didn't shoot him though, right? So the cop was like, like what are you doing with that? Like I could have shot you.
Yeah,
he was like, I don't want to I don't want to fuck me up if I had to shoot a 12-year-old boy, and for something that's not even a gun. He was, I didn't even know it wasn't even a real gun until it hit the ground and shit.
Right.
But some people was talking about you should have shot him or whatever. But if somebody pull a gun, it's like, what do I do with somebody pulling a gun at me? Like, and they, But anyways,
that's true.
But what was interesting, what I found interesting about what he said is, I was in the Marines and this and that, but I know, like, when you in the services, they teach you can't shoot nobody until they shooting at you. Like, they're real strict about that, about you shooting at somebody over there. So then I'm like, okay, so he had a different type of training than an average normal cop. That's
right.
You know what I'm saying. So he ain't just about to. So just because that training, I say that's the only reason that little boy ain't get shot. That's it.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. Like, I just see. First off, I'm unfamiliar with that story, so it's kind of hard to speak on it. But like, it's in the movie. I'll just say this: in the movie, like, they got common plays, like the girl's uncle, whatever, and he a cop. So they had this dialogue where, she was like, and he was trying to explain it from the cop point of view. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you reaching in that car or getting fidgety, like, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be reaching for a weapon, or you can be trying to get rid of something or whatever. Like, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So the girl asked him, like, all right, so let's say it's you know what I'm saying, you're in a nice neighborhood and it's a white guy in a suit. Like, he can still be selling the same drugs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, what would you do? Like, you gonna tell him to put his hands up, or you gonna shoot first and ask questions later?
Mm-hmm. And
he was honest. He's like, I'm gonna, like, put your hands up, like, just show me your hands or whatever. Mm-hmm. And as messed up as that is, it's the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's the truth. Like, because of certain people's, and I don't even want to make it about race, but certain people class, social class, then you kind of respond to them differently. Like, you could see a homeless person on the street that deserves just as much respect as everybody else, mm-hmm. but because his class is lower than yours, even as a normal person, his class is lower than yours, so people be shitting on him. You know what I'm saying? And it's one thing to not give them money or whatever. People really be going in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, get a job.
Yeah, all this wild shit. Like, it'd be crazy.
Like, it's 2 degrees outside. Nigga don't got no shoes on.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's just perspective. Like,
that's right.
Like, you gotta work for you. But if you ain't never been broke before, like, you don't understand.
You don't fucking know.
Right.
You don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about perspective in certain situations. Me, if I go to suburbs or the hood, like, I'm always aware. Like, I don't give a fuck who I'm at. I'm like, okay, you in the hood, you got a chance somebody might rob you or some shit like that. I'm in the suburbs, nigga. I'm at the mall having a good time. Nigga might come in there and start shooting that bitch up. Like, it don't matter where the fuck you at. Like, you better be aware at all times.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So I just don't like. So overall, the movie was good, but one, you should see it with your wife. Like, that'd be fun. And 2, like, it just overall the movie's good. Like I said, that last, like, a scene towards the end where I'm like, I just that'll never happen in real life. But it was good though. But it stirred up some thoughts and some feelings. Like, man, like, and it's not so much what the movie did, but hearing the people around me and how taken aback they were with the stuff they were saying. And I'm like, it's 2018. Like, how are y'all just now realizing this? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like the people like, we just found out that cops is kind of racist or treat black people bad.
People have been saying it for like years.
Rodney King got beat, and like, his video was HD before it was HD video. You know what I'm saying? Like it couldn't be any more clearer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was in the 90s. Like, so how you gonna say, like, we didn't know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't know, that's because you didn't want to know. You know what I'm saying?
You should have listened to his commands. Like,
It's never that simple though. It's never that easy.
Like if you like, I've been pulled over before. You know, the cop already got his hand on the gun already. Like, damn, now you making me nervous as fuck, man. Like, well, no, you pulling me up for running a red light. Like, why is you already in a defensive? Like, I understand traffic stops is the most dangerous part of your job. I understand that, but nigga, like,
but nigga though, the best thing I ever did. I don't want to say ever, but was get my security license, because that's something else that pop up on your license when they run it. Nigga, so they already know that I'm on their side or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, however you want to describe it, but you know, so they kind of give me a little bit more leeway, and I can see the change in when I got pulled over. You know what I'm saying? Before I had it and after I had it. You know what I'm saying? This is in different cities. And you know what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever been pulled over like Cleveland police, like ever in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I think only twice I got pulled over.
But it's always been like, you know what I'm saying?
It's been a different experience getting pulled over by Cleveland as far as the suburban department.
Of course. Of course. But it's I don't want to say it's a certain level of comfort, but it's something different when you dealing with a group of people that always deal with people that look like you or in your same social economic class,
right,
opposed to dealing with people that like they have no idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I'm only pull you over because I never seen you before. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm all the way confused. Like I just don't know what to do. Like,
I
you know
had somebody, they told me they got pulled over. You know, they knew all like the back streets of the suburbs. So the cop seen him, was following him. Was like, yeah, you know, I never seen you over here. Like, you know where you at? Like, why are you pulling me over? Like, why? Like, I don't, like, I'm not understanding. Like, yeah, you know, you got reports of break-ins and people's house, but nigga, I am driving. You ran my license. Or you act like people don't come, like people from different cities don't come.
Don't go to different cities. Like, that's literally it, man. Like, if I didn't, but let's say I won the Powerball or Mega Millions. I want to drive my old ass car to Westlake or beyond. You know what I'm saying? And I'm driving up and down the street, looking at houses, looking for sale signs or whatever. Like, don't fucking pull me over if I did nothing wrong besides like, oh, somebody called and said that they seen you driving up and down the street. I don't care.
Is that
like,
a crime?
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's my whole point. Like, is that a crime? Like, is it a crime to go like? But that's how they act or make people feel. Like it is a crime. If I want to go to any city in America, like if I want to go to Beverly Hills, I've never been. Like, I'm assuming it's a risky place. Like if I want to drive my
Calabasas or something.
Calabasas.
Yeah, with Kanye, Kim live at.
I don't go. Like you can't tell me that drive on this street unless it's a sign that says no access or whatever. Like, you don't tell me that driving on this street is a crime. Like, I can drive any fucking where I want to drive. I can be anywhere I want to be as long as I'm not doing nothing wild.
Do you understand why? Okay, you know, somebody get pulled over, they mad. You know, they agitated because they didn't do shit wrong,
and still got pulled over.
Then shit get escalated to a point where, you know. But I don't know. I've seen numerous videos where it's like why are you fucking like? I'm not understanding why she fucking with this person and that person. They didn't do anything.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know, man. It's made me think. Like, the movie made me think enough, but everybody else in the crowd is what really made me think or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because some of the stuff was, like I said, stuff that you see or experience every day. There's like a little kid that he had to be under 10, you know, so like 7 or 8 or something. That he had his own run in with like the police or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a scene. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was a happy kid for the most part, and then all this stuff started happening with his family, and you know, he they had to run in with the cops or whatever. Like, so as much as the cops' reaction took me out of the movie, but like I can imagine, I can think back to being that kid. You know what I'm saying? I can imagine being like a kid under well under 10. I had maybe like 5 or 6, maybe younger than that, to be honest. And seeing cops, like East Cleveland cops, like run into my house and tear up, looking for drugs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't find nothing, but the house was destroyed though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen that. I can imagine being that kid watching that happen and how that's going to skew the rest of his perspective. With police and cops and stuff going forward. Like it will. Like it's just going to skew. They had like a Tupac, like Thug Life quote, like not lyrics, but like quotes or whatever, like what Thug Life meant. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff, but it's just I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy,
but
it's crazy. Like it's just a crazy living experience. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But when, like, I like going to the origins of things, like how it started in America. We go into the origins of how the police started. The police started to, it started to, in order to catch slaves on the run. Like that's when the police started. Like, so if you go back to the origins, like it's always been racist. You go back to the origins of tipping and waiters working at restaurants, it's racist. Like if you go back to a lot of things in American history,
it all comes back to race.
It be coming back to racist. So like when people are like, "Oh, I didn't know," why is this? Because it's rooted in racism. It started in racism. So I mean, what do you expect?
I mean, then I just hate when people be like, "Oh, well, I didn't know this and that." I'm like, all right, it happened before I was born. Is something that people like to say. I'm like, but so did this music that you love. Yeah, you went back and researched and did the music, and now you're a fan of, bands or groups or whatever that was way before you was born. So why you can't use that same research to find out information about, social injustice or anything?
Exactly.
Not even something as serious as what we're talking about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like so at this point, not knowing something or not knowing enough about something at this point is kind of inexcusable.
Right, especially in the era of Google, you can look up anything you want to.
Just like that. Like they still, for some reason, they still put how much time it took to search something on Google, and they're like, I said, 0.3 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You find all that stuff in 0.3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how much stuff you can research. If you took one day, you know how much stuff you can research in one day. It's infinite. Mm-hmm. It's infinite amount of stuff you could do legitimate research.
Every day you could learn something. You'll never learn everything ever in your life. It's just too much.
Yeah.
It's just too much. Like I be thinking about it all the time. Like, okay, you got some history that's truth, but like how much is it? Like is whitewash? Like how much is it covered up? Like, cause I be like. like it's too much.
Yes, it is too much. And man, you want to
it's really too much. It's really depressing, saddening, whatever you want to call it. Like black culture. We like to eat greens and mac and cheese and chitlins and the worst possible shit that will give you high blood pressure.
But why though?
Fried chicken, the shit that give you high blood pressure, heart attacks. Niggas love it's soul food. No, it's not soul food. Yeah, that's not. If you go to Africa, man, there's some real vegetarians out there. They eating fruits and berries and shit.
Man,
vegetables.
Just as strong, if not stronger. You know what I'm saying? Way more healthy. Like
tall as fuck, jumping over your ass.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like chitlins and all that shit was given to slaves. Like the worst part. Like give them the worst possible shit. The worst. Just to keep them sustained a little bit. Like give them just enough to stay alive. Like, give them the ass, like give them the anus. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't even really clean the shit out. Who cares? Like make them eat it.
Let's give them these yams.
Yeah, like.
But.
Yams go hard.
But our culture has always been known to thrive and make the best out of any situation. So give us a yam, it's a sweet potato pie.
No, and I agree. Nigga, even like, I don't eat chitlins. But nigga, like you clean them right, you cook them right, and put hot sauce on them, they can go just smash. And people smash, like you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what's so great about the black spirit.
I'm saying American black culture.
Yeah,
you say that.
We'll take the worst possible situation, and it might not be legal, it might not be whatever. We'll make a way, whether it's a way to get out of the hood or whatever situation we in. We'll take the worst possible conditions, the worst possible whatever, and we'll turn it good somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the hustling, whatever you want to call it, spirit that the Black Americans have that down there can't be taught. I say that taking the you know what I'm saying, like trading places with Eddie Murphy. Like that's a good perspective of that. Like you know what I'm saying, like so you could take a black guy, homeless or whatever, begging for money, and give him the same resource that you give a white person, and they're gonna thrive just as much, if not better. You know what I'm saying? And you take a white person and give them the terrible start, the terrible resources that you know what I'm saying every black person have, or not every, but you know what I'm saying that the average black person have.
Yeah.
And they're gonna struggle to make it out just like anybody else would. You know what I'm saying? Like so it ain't really too much about race, it's about the surroundings, you know what I'm saying, of whatever culture, and how you got one culture that refuses to leave any people behind. You got one that's like it's like I gotta make it out, so I'm gonna do it because I gotta make it.
Like fuck y'all.
Yeah, I gotta make it right.
But you shouldn't be that mentality. But
I get it. It shouldn't be, but as a person that came from it, like I understand it, even if I don't practice it.
Right. Like I heard Jeezy say one time. It was like when I first got in the game, I'm looking around like fuck these niggas, like I'm doing me. But then as I got older, got around in the game, like I swear we can work together, we can make money.
So I want to.
Yeah,
I mean, because that's smart.
But back to the food though. This is funny to me. Like lobster tails used to be considered like the worst part of the lobster.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But then you see who love lobster tails.
That's the tax right these days. Like, that's funny. I didn't know that. I don't eat lobster, so I didn't know. That's funny.
Lobster is good. I don't like the other type of thing like a lot. I don't like the other seafood crustacean like it.
I had some lobster bisque before. It was pretty cool, but like I don't like niggas love crabs.
I don't like it.
Niggas like crabs. We got some comments. Let me see. So Angel said, "Oh, we want y'all opinion and any information, whatever that y'all want to share. Like, I feel like we shouldn't have to say it, but we do. But yeah, anything that y'all want to add to the conversation, whatever, definitely chime in." So Angel say, "Truth is, most people don't care until either they relate or it affects them personally or loved ones." And that's 1,000% true. And I think that's a human thing that most people, like as far as empathy, you know what I'm saying, like being able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. A lot of people don't have that skill, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And whether it's something that they wasn't taught or something that I don't know, man, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't know that skill, you know what I'm saying, to be able to be like, all right, I can't understand in my day-to-day life, but let me look at it from your point of view as a person that's disenfranchised or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I completely agree with that, and I think that's just humans, like human nature. And I don't even think that's a race thing, but I do, if you want to make it racial, like a lot of people in that movie theater, that was their first time seeing it from this perspective, and then even having like a cop perspective in the movie as well. You know what I'm saying? Like
the cop perspective is like you said earlier. Not all cops is bad, but like Muhammad Ali said, like if 20 of them bust me in the head, and one of them cold,
hold on
like,
for the one, like that's real. That's one of the realest quotes ever, and I wish I could quote it verbatim. But I do know it was pretty much like, you know what I'm saying, if I got 20 cops that's bad or 20 cops that's trying to, you know what I'm saying, bust me in the head or whatever, like how do I hold out hope for the one cop that don't?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother thing that made me think about like the good cops that are out there that don't say shit or just what I'm saying, they just don't call out the other people or don't call out the people that are doing bad stuff, and then when they do, they end up getting blackballed, and now they ain't cops no more. Now they just normal citizens.
Like when they say cops are a gang, that's I mean that's an actual thing. Like you really stick together when you join that organization. Like until you get in the courtroom, it's like, well, I could be going to jail. I ain't about to.
Yeah, like,
I ain't about to be going to jail for you.
Like, doing that, yeah, exactly.
Like I pulled up to the scene. You hopped out fast and did what you did. Not me.
Like David bring up an outstanding point. He said that's true. He said we never let a situation define us or keep us down. I think it's in our blood to know how to survive, which goes all the way back to slavery. Nigga, I couldn't agree with you more. As you bring up a positive note about slavery, and I call you a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I couldn't agree with you more because.
But if you want to go back, well, no, you say what you're gonna say.
All right, yeah. So I just couldn't agree with you more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, survivability, whether it's do what I got to do to survive, you know what I'm saying, or survive for me and my family, or nigga, take these risks to better provide for my family, or to better get to a better place. Like I completely agree. Like, and I'm not, and like I said, it doesn't always be legal. It doesn't always be safe. You know what I'm saying? But that the spirit of like, nigga, you can't stop me. Like either I'm gonna die trying. Not even a 50 Cent give it to die trying, but like, either I'm gonna die trying, or I'm gonna fucking make it. Like that's it. Like those are the two options. You know what I'm saying? Like it is no middle ground for me. And for thousands of and hundreds and millions of there's a lot of black people in America, but for like a bunch of people that live in the hood, like that's it. Like either I'm gonna die, whether it's in jail or in the streets, like, or I'm gonna fucking make it, nigga. That's fucking it.
Like that's why you hear a lot of hip hop music about motivate. That's why you got motivation, a lot of motivation type music, a lot of hustling. I'm gonna get it by any means possible type music because I mean that's the mentality. You don't even got to be talking about drugs. You just be talking about, you know, like for example, Jeezy, Thug Motivation 101. I never sold drugs in my life, but you cannot put that on and say like, damn, this made me want to get up and get a job today, or this made me want to actually get up and make it to work because I got to get up. I got to go get it. Hey, come on, man. I get so many quotes like.
My favorite, not my favorite Jeezy quote. I'm a huge Jeezy fan, but his like it's on the 101, his first mainstream album, whatever. I want to say it is the first song, second track, first actual song. The sky's the limit. He said, "Look up in the sky and tell me what you see." The clouds. No, nigga, not me. I see opportunity. I'm an opportunist. You heard what I said. I'm an opportunist. I'm going to. This is your first line on your first major album, like, nigga. It's opportunity. Like, you see clouds and cloudy day and it's raining and we shouldn't go get this money. We should stay inside. I don't want to be wet. I don't want to sell drugs. Like, it's cold. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, it's opportunity, nigga. I'm going to get it, nigga. That's what it is.
It's a lot of ways to make money. Like, what are you sitting down for? Go get this money. It's so much money out here. You be looking at people like, what do they do? Damn, nigga, the big ass hole. What do they do? Like, who is this? Who is this? They're not famous, nothing. They just out here getting money because it's out here.
Oh, well, I would stay in the house and just think about how they got their money.
Right.
I mean, go get that fucking money. I love doing ePIFFany Radio and ePIFFany Media, whatever. I don't even know officially. Like, I love our brand. I love it. But things like today don't make it easy to do. Like, I'm pissed off that the Browns lost. You know what I'm saying? It's been raining literally for 3 days straight. Like, it's gloomy outside. It's a far drive. All like, it don't make it easy to do. Right? But I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna let this opportunity pass of something that can become like, what the fuck, like we gotta go and mind, like we know what we want, like, you know what I'm saying, but we don't know who might be watching, who might pop up later, you know what I'm saying, who might see this on YouTube or whatever.
But it's the same enthusiasm the same charisma every show.
Because it's an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
It's an opportunity, man. Like, it's never easy. Like doing the right stuff and doing it to the fullest and being able to get to a point mentally where, like, you know what I'm saying? You're like, nigga, it's to the top or else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the options. Like to get to that point, like it takes work and everything, but like it's so crucial to survive as a people. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even a black people or white people. That's just as a people. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go get it, man. Go get it. Go get it. It's not even that it's frustrating. Like, it's kind of refreshing that people, you know what I'm saying? Like, so shout out to y'all watching, like that. So, like I said, anything y'all want to add or whatever, like definitely chime in.
Yeah, go ahead and put it in the comments.
But yeah, like, man, to see that there's other people, and not that I didn't know, but it's always refreshing to see, like, man, like, yeah, like I feel the same way, like, nigga, that the spirit of I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't just y'all, like, I love seeing that it's a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? I love it, man. I love it. I love it, and all this liquor is kicking in.
Kicking in. I built up my tolerance, so I'm pretty good. Because usually right now I can't remember what I'm about to say. I'm messing up. But you got some crazy over there.
But this is like, y'all don't understand. Like, I wish I had something like the camera. Like, clearly I can't show y'all the camera. But I wish I could see, like, to compare, like, how big this container is. Like, you can kind of see, but, like, this is ridiculous.
Like, you probably put a gallon. You think that's a gallon?
It can maybe a little bit more, just because it's wide. Like, there's so much alcohol in here. And I ain't even bragging about drinking. It's just one of them days, man.
It's one of them days.
One of them days, and I know it's gonna be one of them weeks. In a good way, though.
Yeah, you gotta be motivated for this, because at 4 o'clock today, I'm like, man, like Browns is like they losing by a lot. Like I'm tired. Like I'm halfway watching the game. Like I'm tired of seeing the defensive line of the Steelers just bust through our offensive line pause.
Nobody's blocking today.
Like you got Baker man around the field. Then it's like nobody open. Landry getting double teamed. I mean,
this is stupid.
Like, you got Duke Johnson getting hurt, like in the first 2 plays of the game.
Yeah.
Like it was just not the day.
Yeah.
So
somebody said it's bigger than my head, and I got a big ass head, no fat.
So I was ready to go to bed, but I'm like, gotta get up, gotta do the show. But now I'm good. Now that we doing the show, I'm good.
Hey, like, all right. So you remember when we first started doing the show, right? All right. So now we get off our political soapbox. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Just for a moment. But all right. So remember when we first used to do the show, and then it'd be a day like this where it's drowsy and gloomy on like a Monday. So we were doing 2 shows then, and yeah, so man, it's been a long day. Like I can't really. Like all I could think about was getting on air or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying, doing the show. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, it's just a long day drag, like the day drag and this and that. Then we cut on the mics, like, you know what I'm saying? And then like the day is great now. Like, you know what I'm saying? You took that normal, average, gloomy days to be great. Like, so I think everybody should, like, you gotta find that thing that make you like
whatever you love,
happy,
just do it. Like, you find a way to make money off of it and just do it. Like, come on.
It ain't gonna be easy.
Like motherfuckers will call you weird. Like motherfuckers, they'll call you weird because you like the fucking, I don't know, you fucking like to talk to animals or something, but they can make money off that shit.
Wait a minute, I would call you also weird. I'm
just making up some random shit, like
weird.
But they start listening to you because you're talking to them. People amazed, and you can go around doing shows or some bullshit like that.
No, hey, get the money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you love what you're doing. Like, anything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, as long as you don't believe it, like, as long as you don't believe that you're talking to animals and you believe you're just entertaining people,
right?
Then cool. But if you believe you're actually talking to animals,
Dr. Doolittle and shit.
I'm gonna call you weird every time. But don't just because I call you weird don't mean you don't go get the money.
Right.
I just think it's weird. You know what I'm saying? But if you're like, oh no, it's just I'm just entertaining out here. Cool. I respect it. Go get your money. I get it.
Oh man, but
So-
I want to. Huh?
No, I was about to say, man, find something that you love to do and do it. And if that means coming over to Epiphany Media, so you don't have niggas dancing all in the videos.
But y'all don't fuck with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, East Coast don't got no love for Snoop Dogg.
Cleveland don't got no love for Snoop Dogg. Shit. Come on, man. Oh, we got love for Unc. But anyways.
Who the fuck gonna love Snoop?
Right. I don't know.
How do you
gotta be weird?
You could be the bloodest blood. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Like, how the fuck you don't got love for Snoop, man?
Mm-hmm.
Snoop.
I want to talk about some music. Since you're talking about me, I want to talk about some music. Like a lot of stuff that transpired through these last 2 weeks, as far as beef goes.
All right, so
first you got Drake. He went on the shop, told his story about what happened during the beef, and Pusha T went on Joe Budden's show and talked about the beef and his perspective of what really happened.
So before we talk music, I just want to
let's take a break.
I just want to take a break to remind y'all of these.
I mean,
as y'all can see, I'm in frame. And don't get me wrong, I know we just sitting on the Browns.
Yeah,
like,
but they be walking to the Browns game,
yeah,
buying stuff that say Cleveland on it
all the time.
It's trash, It's not a good. It's not a good product compared to this. You could really be, in the stands with this on, and it's a bright orange too.
It is, and actually that's the old school burnt orange or whatever. Then I know the Cavs are 0-6, but eventually one day we'll return to greatness.
If you're a real fan, you're gonna support your team through thick and thin. Don't act like the Cavs ain't lose forever, and the Browns ain't lose forever, and the Indians don't never forget. I supported them since birth.
Don't forget the Cavs wearing the highlight blue and black, although the colors is dope. And if y'all don't fuck with sports, we got the black.
Like we may talk about y'all some of the sports teams because y'all not playing good out there, but it's the truth. Number one, it's the truth.
And it's our team though. You know what I'm saying?
That don't mean we're real fans. Like we ain't about to be like you congratulatory what is it, the participation medal? Like, yeah, y'all went out there on the field, y'all tried your hardest. Man, y'all lost.
See, that's what you get that shit to people that lose for real. You know what I'm saying? Like Cleveland too great for participation trophies and ribbons, you know what I'm saying? Like nigga, either we won or we didn't. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I was rocking the Cavs joint, the red Cavs joint.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? First off, I was rocking like a prototype. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Way before.
Prototype.
It was a prototype, yeah. And then secondly, like the Cavs, the season hadn't started yet, and then even after they started losing, I still was rocking it because I'm a real fan. That's just what it is. But for people that don't rock with the sports, you can't go wrong with the black.
Yeah, you can't go with the black, but you see, it's a different iteration. You got the black.
You got the black on black,
and then you got the white background.
Black, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That one stick out more, but this one is just
I like the black on Scully. That's dope.
Yeah, it's hard to me. Pause. Yeah. So
good pause. But yeah, so we got dad hats in the work and winter hats in the work.
Like we got so many combinations that can be.
Like the green is just me.
Yeah, I mean, you know how they got the player exclusive shoes or whatever. We got the owner exclusive hats and shirts.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So
might be a limited edition run, maybe,
yeah. But as of right now, like green my favorite color, so I'm gonna rock with the green. And but you know what I'm saying. Like we ain't above making it happen. So if y'all got something special y'all want, we can see what we can do. But definitely hit us up. Snapbacks. $15 for the snapbacks.
$15 for a limited time only.
Yeah. Oh man. I get it. I get it, man. You know, how people be like, "Oh, black businesses, they always start off low and they want to raise the price, or they always want to, like, people always want to ask for a deal." I get it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, this shit is expensive, man. Like, this is so fucking expensive. Like, I ain't even making a joke right now. Like, this shit is way more expensive than
you think.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. It's like it's crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, if I could wear, first off, eventually I plan on just wearing my own shit all the time. Like, everything I have should have a logo.
Yeah.
But like, it's expensive to produce this shit. So with that being said, anything that y'all buy, we put it right back into the company, and I appreciate it. And you know what I'm saying, it'll help us bring y'all a better product. Right. That's what it's all about.
It's not like you might not know what ePIFFany media is, or a person on the street might not know what it is, but shit, they might ask you. You can't say that this is not a quality cap. You know what I'm saying? We did our research. This is quality caps, and it's a quality stitch. This will never fall off. This will last for 100 years.
Yeah, this ain't
this ain't glued on. Like, this is stitched on. It's quality. It's a quality hat, and you got your snapbacks from the 90s that's still around. Our shit gonna be around in year 2060, 70. I mean, our stuff's still gonna be around. So,
like, the lights we got so bright that, like, it don't even pick up some of these. Like, it might
pick it up on the like, it look different than on the computer screen than on the phone sometimes. I didn't know this, but from our perspective, like, come on, man.
But anyway, so
you can't say that this is not a good product, and it's way cheaper than New Wear. And but what y'all don't know is that these companies, they all shop at the same
dealer. Like,
they put all the same shit.
They put their logo on it. Then now, I mean, just like Nike and everything else. But y'all know that. Just like Nike and everything else. Once you put that check on there, then the price skyrocket.
Right.
It ain't like it's a different quality. It's the same quality. I mean, don't get me wrong. They do got knockoff shit that fall apart when they get wet. But this ain't that, though.
Like, maybe like when we let's say if we got a file on or something, we got like catchphrases, funny shit.
That'd be dope.
Then that'd be different. But I mean, these are gonna be the hardest.
Actually,
the hardest ones.
That's dope. But I want to put a catchphrase on my shit now.
Like, what is it gonna say though?
My catchphrase?
It's gonna say nigga.
Let's say nigga on there, nigga. When it come back.
That'd be a crazy. That'd be a wild hat, man. That'd be a wild hat. Right
now, I should have say salute to the city. Now, I've been saying this since 2012. Like, right before we signed off, every single time. Even when we was just doing radio, I was still salute, even though y'all couldn't see it or whatever. Like, I've been doing this since forever, so that's what I should have said.
Like, I like them hats, even though this ain't an original idea. I like them hats that be like such and such veteran. You got that the Cleveland veteran patch on there.
You know what? All right, so we got some other ideas that we working on, but I do know that people ask for dad hats. So
yeah, we can make all them hats. Yeah. Doesn't matter. This is just what we have at the moment. Yeah. We can have the dad hats because y'all young niggas love the dad hats, even though y'all my sons.
Y'all dancer ain't dads, but whatever. But yeah, so anything that y'all interested in or whatever, so like I said, like, we making jokes and stuff, and this went on way longer than I wanted to. We got to push the brand, but I ain't want to push it like that. But anyway, we appreciate the support for the people that did order hats,
shirts,
and shirts, and the people that ordered hat, shirt combos, all that. Like, I completely appreciate y'all for real.
But before we get into some music stuff, I'm about to take a quick bathroom break.
Whatever. So yeah. Anyway, we got people that want to do interviews. We got a lot of stuff that we're working on for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So not just as far as like stuff that we actually want to do. We got interviews. Dom, what's happening, man? Like, Dom a guy, you know what I'm saying, that we're gonna do an interview with soon. Like, literally, we're just trying to pin down a location, like a solid location that we can just have everybody come through, or a place where we can do interviews that's not like intruding in anybody's privacy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, like we're working on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's all a work in progress. When we did the show last time, it was at completely different places in our lives, and we could pull up and do an interview anywhere, literally anywhere at any time. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like that no more. So we kind of do stuff a little bit better, and stuff is on camera, so you kind of want to have your location better. And Dom got a home studio, nigga. So Dom, the show over at 7, I will be hitting you up by G. Like, don't even worry about that. I'm gonna be hitting you up. Like, and Dom, me and Dom got some stuff to work out anyway. Like Dom, let me shout out Dom though, cause he a dude that like he really about that like he really about that camera life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, like pictures, videos. Like he got the drone. Man, he do commercials. Man, he do Dom do it all for like anything that got to do with that camera work, man. Like my dude is on it. You know what I'm saying? About it. Like, he edit video. Like Dom be on it, man. Like I rock with Dom heavy. Like we ain't in no business, but like it's going to be in the work. Like I've been saying that for a minute, but like we kind of really just getting off. Like, I'm really doing this shit though, for real.
We need to do some updated pictures because back then I was like 50 pounds lighter.
We do need to do pictures, so that's I forgot about that. But Dom, like we got so many people that rock with us, like friends and people that support us and support our brand and all that stuff. Like I'm gonna do ePIFFany. Hey, this nigga got the best voice and voiceovers and I've ever heard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like let me tell you about like Steph always been my dude. Like we never had no run-ins, no beef or nothing like that. But like Steph's so dope that like his voice so dope. His normal speaking voice. Like this ain't like where you got like a big announcer voice guy. His normal speaking voice is so dope that like me and a couple of my dudes like, man, like where you from? Like where you from? Like you from like the west side, like Westlake? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like where you from? He's like, nigga, I'm from Huff. Like he's like, nigga, I'm from Huff. I'm like, nigga, Huff? Like, Huff? He's like, yeah, like what you thought? And I'm like, nigga, not Huff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's funny, but like this, and I mean, like we at work, like we ain't doing no media stuff. Like we at work, and it was just regular talking, and like he got to the point, like, man, like Steph's cool, but like where's Steph from? Like we don't know. Like, where's this nigga from? This nigga like from Huff, nigga. Like what you thought?
Like his voice so professional.
Yeah, so professional. Yeah, like nigga, I'm from Huff. Oh shit, my bad, Steph. My bad, cuz I ain't know it like that. Like nigga, I'm from Huff. You gotta scroll down. My phone is you gotta scroll down. Dom said something on the comment. Shout out to Steph, man. He doing videos. Steph doing animated stuff. He doing commercials overseas. Like Steph rocking, man. But we all grinding. Like I love it. So eventually, he said he'd give us some work. So we just got to make it happen. But Steph, man, Steph will always be my dude. Like I'll never forget that day because nigga like, man, it's like niggas like we're just sitting around like man, let's ask this nigga like, where are you from? Right. I'm from Huff. Oh shit, you from Huff? Like we ain't know. My bad, G. Like we ain't know.
But yeah, like
what Dom say on there? I ain't even read it.
Oh no, he said when we ready, then we can get some work in.
I got you, Cuzzo. I got you, big dog.
Yeah, he said just promote some of his work.
Oh, you already know. Hey, like this how much I rock with Dom. Like he was having like a like a I don't know what you call it, like a support whatever. Like this is my cash app, like support whatever. Mm-hmm. I just threw him some money. Like I don't know what he using it for or whatever. To be honest, and I ain't even said this camera. I don't even know how much it was. Whatever he asked for, I sent it or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then so he of course he tagged us or whatever on Instagram, and so they promote our show and stuff, which is dope. So that's how it's supposed to work, like give and take. and supporting each other. Like, but I don't even know. I ain't saying like it was crazy money, but like whatever it was that he asked for, like I just sent it over, and what I'm saying, it'll always be a good investment because like he a dude that's out here doing his work, and I support it, and he good. And
Let's think about like small business needs support, not only in showing your support for the business, but also spending money with the business that you support. You can say, hey, I like the show, but why would you wear a shirt? I see you got this. You got to wear a shirt. Why don't you wear this? It's not like it's an ugly shirt. You can get any color you want to match your little outfit.
With the outfit, yeah.
Everybody gonna be looking like, what is that?
Dude, I'll give you a perfect example. This time I never been shouted out on the show, and I actually got this before, but I supported the business. All right, so I smoke cigars, right? So we got a dude in Cleveland. I don't want to say it's wrong, the name wrong, so I'm not even gonna plug it at all. But I'll plug it later on the live stream. I put it in the comments or whatever. But so he a Cleveland dude, like a Cleveland. I don't want to say hood dude, because I don't know him that well. But he at this point, he a Cleveland businessman. You know what I'm saying? That do his own liquor infused cigars. So like Hennessy White or Hennessy.
Like if I smoke cigars,
they all infused. Like, and he got his own, like, because he showed me the setup. I'm like, nigga, this, and I'm a science guy, and I'm like, nigga, this is chemistry. Like, nigga, I know this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't like, I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc bag with some cinnamon sticks and hope that it, like, he had a real setup. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And I support that. Like, so of course, so having my own shirts and brand, I can't wear his shirt, but that don't mean I didn't buy a shirt from him. Like, that don't mean I didn't buy cigars and buy a shirt from him. You know what I'm saying? And tag him when I'm smoking cigars and put a picture of his logo, you know what I'm saying, on our page or whatever when I'm smoking his cigars, whatever. Like, but you know what I'm saying? But I supported his business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to spend money with these companies that you support. That's the only way for y'all to build together. Like, they should spend money with us, we spend money with them, and we both grow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
like what's the difference between a little Nike check right here or ePIFFany Media logo right here? Is really nothing.
I said
it's really nothing.
And this is how people, I don't want to say black people, but this is how the black people that I know, this is how brand loyal they are, which is good and bad. Like, so they'll be like, so they'll wear a shirt, like a 3-button polo with a polo logo, but the same size with ePIFFany Media logo, they won't wear it. Why? It's the same. It's all 100% cotton. You know what I'm saying? The logo is the same size.
The same cotton.
Like, so not even that they wouldn't,
quality.
Not even that they wouldn't buy it, but they were like, oh, I wouldn't wear that to an interview. Why wouldn't you though? Like, it ain't like polo is like, it ain't like it's a polo shirt with nothing on it. Like, you wearing a brand to a interview. Why not wear a different brand? Like, why not wear a brand?
Like, why do you gotta have a man riding a horse? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, why is that the end all be all? You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Like, niggas don't want to wear Shaqs, or niggas don't want to wear, I don't know why Saucony's was the first thing that popped into my mind. But just other brands, like just brands that's not the absolute top. Like, why does it have to be that? Like, why can't it be nothing else but that? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. So
right, but Shaq made a lot of money off them shoes. So.
Shaq made hella money. The Strawberries was $20 shoes. Like, he made hella money off those shoes.
Look, Stephon Marbury, he playing China right now. He said all these shoes is the same shit. He's like all come from here. It's the same. It's the same quality. Everything, but it all costs the same to make. But Nike charges outrageously amount of money for it. But when you get into it, a Nike shoe will cost $15, $20, $25 to make. They sell it to Foot Locker or Foot Action for $40.
And they gotta make
the Foot Action sells for you to $200. Like, so you're not even really buying a quality pair of shoes. Like, if you think about it, like, it's not. Sure. But just because it has Nike or Jordan or Adidas on it, like, you know what I'm saying? You think, like, you got that new drip, like.
And don't get me wrong, like, I got one pair of Jordans I just bought, like, literally, like, my first, since I was like a kid, like under 5, a kid, my first pair of Jordans. I got one pair of LeBrons, the championship LeBrons, the 2016 championship LeBron. I'm a Cleveland nigga. That's different. And the rest of my shit is like, nigga, I'm wearing steel toe boots right now, and I'm at ePIFFany Meet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I ain't building a railroad track. Like, nigga, I'm wearing steel toe boots because I ain't know. I wore the LeBrons one time. Like, I was just 16. I only wore them one time. And nigga, I don't know when I'm gonna wear these Jordan. Maybe never. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'll be another year or so. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we at work all the time. We got
time for it. Yeah. So I'm not saying that. This is not no hate towards Nike or whatever. But I'm just saying for people that be like, oh, I wouldn't wear that, but I'll wear this. Like, why though? If it's quality stuff, like why? Why would you not support something smaller? Or if you got your own small business, why would you not support another small business that's doing the same different shit that you're doing, but the same? It makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit that makes sense.
See, I got a lot. I'm not bragging.
Slow down a little bit, man. You got to keep up with the comments. I'm
not bragging, but I got a lot of fucking shoes. But my mother used to. She used to drag me to the mall with her all the time. So I done figured out at an early age that it's a lot of goddamn sales, and when you go to the mall, the shit that's not selling, and you can get it for a crazy discounted price. So ever since then, like, man, like everything I buy is for the low. Like I never pay full price for the shoes. Never full price for the shoes, clothes, none of that, because I'm smarter than that. Like, let's say summer season just ended. You should have been in there about July, early August to get all the summer shit to get ready for next summer. So, and what's the name? And when the new year hit, you better be in there for all the winter shit. Like, I'm just giving tips out. I don't like giving my tips out. I don't know about competition. I like to be the only person at the store, like, thought of all the shit. But I mean, shoes tear up. As soon as you wear them, you want to spend $200 on some shoes.
Nigga, did it rain? Like, it's Cleveland, Ohio. Like, nigga, if you don't have a pair, like a good pair of boots, like, what are you doing?
You want something to melt?
Yeah, whatever.
What does that mean?
I think I'm in a melting forever.
I'm saying, do you want something? Because the order got to go in now if you do.
Yeah, whatever, man.
What do you want?
I don't want what's the shit of the month? Give me a half Liquor Monster. That's the only shit I remember.
It's good.
It is good. So even for this though, shout out to get it right. Fucking lights so bright. So this is dope to me. But shout out to Tony for making this. And that's another outlet. I don't even know what she's doing with her. Like, I don't know what she. Like, I don't know what her long-term goal is or whatever. But like, just making this, like, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, like somebody made that for you?
Yeah, somebody made this. I didn't order this. Like, I didn't ask for this. Like, this was made. Like, I see y'all got some.
That's what I'm saying. It's all the Lord's world.
So that's clearly. So yeah. So like the people that support us in different ways is not necessarily like support don't always mean money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But these people that support us in general, like I appreciate it, man. So whether it's hats or shirts or stuff like this, I appreciate. Y'all want to see me drink this no more? Because nigga, I am through right now.
I can tell.
I'm super through, but
I can tell.
But I appreciate it though, and I said like this is like we could have put a candle in it, and you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying, but
put some rocks in there and a candle. I seen it done.
Some sand or some shit like I don't know. But all I'm saying is I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying, like stuff like this is supporting. You know what I'm saying, like I didn't pay for this, and I also didn't send no money for this. You know what I'm saying, but that means that somebody think about the brand, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That's all I can say.
All right, so let's talk about some music. 20 minutes.
Yeah, my bad, man. We were 20 minutes on the brand. I said we lost some people. Like, we were like, oh, these niggas going too hard on their own brand. So, my bad. we just got carried away. But I appreciate the support. Long story short, what I was saying is I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate it too. Now,
music wise,
now, like I was saying, Drake went on the shop and he said, Kanye, ratting him out to Pusha T about talking about his daughter. That's supposed to be his friend. He thought he was trolling him, et cetera, et cetera. Do I think he was trolling him on that song? Yes, because that shit was that scoopity poop song. I don't understand that one.
Did he say real lyrics? Did he say other words besides that?
He was like, "Oh no, this was one that hit or whatever, scoopity poop." I don't know, man. Like I listened to it one time. It was poop. Scoopity poop.
It was.
I don't know.
It was literally scoopity.
So I think he was like he gave that beat to Drake, and yes, I feel like he was trolling him. But during that interview, he was saying, Kanye, the person that was the informant, basically, and gave Pusha T all the information. But Pusha T came and said, "No, that's not what happened. Your man's was pillow talking to some woman and gave him all the information." But what I want to say is, no matter who gave who information, this and that, you the top in the game. But as far as a real lyricist, you got crushed. Like Pusha T crushed you. You trying to say Pusha T ain't crushed Drake? As far as the battle go?
Lyrically? No, Pusha rap though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Pusha did this shit. Like, and he had facts and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would agree, you should have made fun of the one nigga with the disease and shit.
All right, I'm commenting on that in a second, too.
That's a little fucked up.
Like, he went in on 40 talking about he got MS.
But let me say this,
But Drake is the same nigga that talked about Cudi with his mental issues.
His mental, yeah.
And
the Man on the Moon, yeah, all right. No, all loves and love, what is it? All something in love and war, all is well in love and war, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, nigga, the nigga from Mom D that is sickle cell, and Pac definitely went after that nigga. Like, nigga, one of y'all niggas got sickle cell or something. Like, you can say shit you can talk about.
Drake
like,
was saying it's rules and beef. It ain't no rules and no beef. Yeah. No beef. Even though it's just rap. Niggas just saying some words, no action. It's just rap.
That shit, man, you gotta read me the comments, nigga. I can't see. And the computer way over here. Like, this nigga not even.
He said, bring me to the person you talking about. He said, have some statistics for them shoes. That's a lot of research, but it's true.
Oh, about the shoes being the same?
But what Stephon Marbury said.
Oh, okay.
So I gotta find that and
find some information
and information about how these shoes cost $20. Them J's, yeah.
I know they. I can
labor in China. Remember that the labor is in China.
I don't know what it costs. I can say this much, nigga, for $160 to $200 Jordan, nigga. I can tell you it don't cost that same amount of money to fucking make.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the price is. But I can tell you it costs under $80 to make. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I can promise you that shit. Not on the dollar conversion alone, let alone the reason that people move manufacturing the shit out of America is because it's so much cheaper. I don't know if it costs $20, but I say that it don't cost no fucking $100 or $80.
No.
I promise you that.
All right. So you see these same top quality shoes, this the Pure Boost, the LeBrons, the Jordans, all this shit in Marshalls and Burlington and shit. Okay, so you go to Burlington, you see these pair of J's or whatever they let's say they're like 60. I just seen a pair of Jordans for $60 in Ross, but that's a Southern store and mostly in West Coast and East Coast and shit. Anyway, I seen them in Ross, right? So they were $60. I know for a fact, from reading articles and stuff like that, the people who work for Marshalls and all them type of stores, that they go to Nike. Nike don't even tell them what shoes. They just say basketball, athletic, or certain categories. They just buy the whole lot, and Nike sells them for how much it costs them to make, so they're not losing money. Okay, let's say the shoe costs $30 to make.
Nike sells
like TJ Maxx is buying them for $30 each shoe. And then it's 100% markup, so then they charge it like $60 and shit. That's what they do. So it's easy to go in them stores and see how much the shoe actually costs to make.
Okay.
Just divided by half, and you would be like, damn, like these shoes don't cost shit to make.
Like economically, that makes sense. Like I can't speak on the actual numbers because I don't know, and I'm not a fashion nigga, so I damn sure didn't do the research. I don't know. But economically though, it makes sense. Like if not, come on, man. Like think about the American economy, where it is now. Not even the stocks, but just the American economy in general. Like now, when you think about, now when you say that and put it as far as all the manufacturing and shit that they move to Mexico or move to China, they move to a different country where they can charge people or they can pay people less to make it. You know what I'm saying? Sweatshops and all this shit. Like you can't tell me that it costs the same, because if it did, they would make it in America. Right. Think about how the turnaround on shipping and all this shit that you can make, and the variety of shit. Like I wear a size 18, right? Like so, if they did shit in America, I could be able to pay. It'll be the same 120 or whatever they want to charge for a shoe, and I can get it in 2 or 3 days the same way anybody else can if they was doing shit in America. Because they don't do it in America, it takes longer, and then they actually have to make the fucking shoe, and they won't make the shoe. Like they'll be like, we make more money off 10, 10 and a half, 11 than, you know what I'm saying, a bigger size. So we'll make a certain amount of those, but those are going to sit in the warehouse.
Right? Exactly. They're not going to sell at all.
Exactly.
Then you get them for the low. But
because if it didn't, then it would just make think about it. Logically, it would make more sense if that was the case. If shit wasn't cheaper, everything would make more sense, and the American economy would be like through the fucking roof.
Like, we don't want to talk about the American economy. Like the American dollar is worth shit. It's not worth shit to all these other countries because we don't have any gold. Like you got gold, your country got gold, you got some money. But we ain't gonna talk about that because we were talking for another 2 hours and shit.
That's true. We only got
about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say that, but as far as but like Dom said, like most people are followers. Whatever's hot, niggas wearing Champion. When I was a kid, that shit was trash. Fila
starter and shit. Fila was dope back in the day.
For like a hot second, like for the Grand Hill era. Other than that, it was trash. But a lot of people are followers when it comes to fashion. Nobody want to do their own thing. And when it comes to fashion, that's why you got that's why you got stores like H&M. It's still keeping up with the fashion. It's just no brand. It's a plain t-shirt, plain jeans, no brand on it. Still the same shit. Still the same Robin jeans or whatever the fuck y'all niggas be wearing these days. So
right. So now it's to the same aspect, but a different items. So it's a I don't even know their website. I hate to shout people out for free, but it's like brandless.com or some shit. So they have like household shit, like organic shit, snacks and peanut butter and shit. Like, but none of it have a brand. Like,
I know what you're talking about.
It's just a fucking label. Yeah, it got the ingredients and shit, but it's all $3. You know what I'm saying? $3 for literally everything. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's worth $3 or whether it's not worth $3, it's all $3 completely across the board. And like think about so you got some shit and it costs $3 to make, and then you're like, oh, I only buy the organic of organic peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this shit is good. Like, it's good and organic, but you pay $3 opposed to putting a fucking logo on there, putting one stamp, like just a tax stamp, like with guns or anything, putting one fucking stamp on there, and now the shit is through the fucking roof on the price, like the cost of it,
like for example, you go to a drugstore like a Drug Mart or Walgreens or whatever, you know, you see a Tylenol, then you see the Walgreens brand. You are required by law to have the same ingredients, the same strength as the Tylenol name brand. It's the same thing. It costs roughly less than half of the name brand. The name brand is just paying for them commercials. That's why it costs so much. But the patents that ran out on the formula.
And I can make the exact same shit. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's say about fake shoes. I ain't about to wear no fake shoes, but if you look at the quality of the fake shoes, it's the same. It's the same shit. The same shit. It looks exactly the same. It's damn near even hard to tell anymore the fake shoes from the real shoes. Like because it's coming from the same factory.
I done seen some shit though.
You seen some shit. You seen a SpongeBob back in the day, like that was the early Fugazi days.
Wait, the clear Air Force One?
Yeah,
those fucking things. Nike never made those.
No, they did, but it was only like they made the Kyrie ones, and then they made like 3.
No, I mean like
they made 3 colors of the clear.
I mean like high school. I mean like 2000.
You know what I'm saying? Like Nike really made 3 of the clear. It's clear in the front. Yeah, the clear. Yeah, but
is it clear just the toe?
But if you went to the corner store, you had the clear
toe. Completely clear shoes.
The clear.
and niggas like, no, like he's like the thing. Hey, look, I ain't even bullshit. Like niggas that have a look, and this is what I'm saying. This is like Cleveland Heights. So this is what niggas that actually got money or niggas from the hood that moved to Cleveland Heights. It'd be a completely clear shoe, right? With the Nike check. That's the only thing that was official. And then it was like, nigga, but you know what I'm saying? I wear these because my stock game is on point. I want niggas to see the socks. Like the socks is the SpongeBob season 2 limited edition SpongeBob. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or nigga, I got the Captain American socks. Like, you know, since I wear the clear forces.
No, hell no.
There's no such thing.
Hell no, it's only so many clear shoes. They made the Air Force 2s clear, Air Force 1s, like 3 different pairs clear. They made the Kyrie Air Force 1s clear, them clear Jordans. Remember they had the clear Jordans, all Fugazi. All right, that was the early Fugazi days.
That's what I'm talking
ridiculous. But the Fugazi days now, the shit look actually real. It's hard to fuck to tell. It's actually quality, like. but you had the SpongeBob Air Jordan, you had the SpongeBob Air Jordan 4s. You had all that.
So, but let me just say this though before you. I know you want to finish. So this all I want to say on my. I ain't no fashion nigga, so I don't really know. But instead of wearing the fake version of something else, why not wear the real version of a brand?
Say it again.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, say it again. Say it again.
Like instead of wearing fake Jordans or fake Kyries or fake LeBrons, like why not just wear the real version of some shit that's less known? You know what I'm saying? And build it up. Like it got to the point like
we basically a streetwear brand right now.
Yeah, nigga, that's it. Nigga, we FUBU when FUBU was FUBU before it was FUBU. Like you know what I'm saying?
Before Fat Albert got on the shirt.
Yeah, before the FUBU Platinum. Yeah, the FUBU Platinum, nigga. That was me, nigga. The green and white, nigga. I'll never forget it. Shout out to
I do want to talk about this music because we just jumping all over the place.
So I'm gonna let you go ahead, but that's all my shit. Instead of wearing the fake version of some real shit, wear some real shit that's less known and support a fucking small business. And then when this shit become large, nigga, we still gonna do our part in the community as far as supporting the shit that we support.
It'd be like 5% of your purchase goes to Cleveland Food Bank or some shit. Like, yeah, just examples.
And nigga, 8 times out of 10 is gonna be some Cleveland shit, and I don't mean Cleveland as in. And don't get me wrong, like I support Cleveland Heights and shit. I just was told today that the Boys and Girls Club in Cleveland Heights shut down. I didn't even know. It don't make sense to me. It's literally across the street from a high school, and I don't understand. But whatever, it shut down. Like you know what I'm saying. But like all the people from the hood moves to like Cleveland Heights because that's the natural order of the next. You know what I'm saying, the next fucking possible thing. You know what I'm saying? But now that shit closed down. Like black people get there and then the shit closed down. And then black people gonna move up to South Euclid and all this stuff. And then the city's gonna shut down while white people move back to the city. Like it's gonna be a never ending cycle or whatever. Like so long story short, so we still gonna do our part or whatever, but like it just support us because we support you is all I can say at the end of the day.
Yeah. But back to this Drake.
But back to the music though.
Yeah, back to the music though.
My liquor getting low.
So you know, we went through 40s girl, pillow talking, got all the information, but you know, Drake tried to put on this little production like he was the victim, he was the bad guy, but nah, it's all it comes back to the bars. He was barring the fuck out of you. He's supposed to be the top nigga. Like, all right, Hov, he was the top nigga, but you still had niggas who like, let's say niggas like Nas, who people were saying was still the top nigga. He went at him.
You got to.
Like, you got to.
Yeah. But
like you got Jay-Z who talk about Drake all the time, be going at the nigga, but I mean, what's up? You put the nigga on a feature on your album, like I'm confused. Like, I'm confused about that. Like, why would you do that?
But like, when the OG called though, like, what you do?
If we got beef?
Yeah.
No, if we got, well, I mean, it's just shit that said on records though. I don't know if they got real beef.
But that's what I'm saying. So
It's just shit about like, nigga, you not a boss. Stop trying to act like it. That's what Hov basically saying. Like, you not a boss.
no. That's yeah. That's different.
I don't know if that's beef. That's like, nigga.
That's.
I hope you ain't signed another deal with Cash Money after your deal just ran out.
Yeah, that's personal shit. That's
after you the top nigga in the game. You can do your own.
You can do your own shit. Yeah. Now I'm talking about the Drake and Pusha shit. Like, so the OG called and say, don't.
You talking about Jay Prince?
Yes.
But Jay Prince talked to Pusha T manager, and he was a very respectful guy.
Who Jay Prince was?
Yeah, he was like very respectful guy.
He is. He's a big like, yeah.
You know,
he ain't no hood nigga, but I mean, Jay Prince is a hood nigga, but he ain't no. But what do you expect from Jay Prince? Though? You expect Jay Prince to come out on some hood shit? Yeah. I don't. I expect him to command respect. You know what I'm saying, for the shit that he say. So like once it came out that Jay Prince called Drake and said, "Don't respond to that shit." Like I didn't see Pusha like, "Well, fuck it, I'm gonna go out to Jay Prince."
No,
you don't do that. Like that's what I'm saying.
There's no reason. He sticks. He talking about that man and that man only.
That man only, exactly.
And Baby too. He get him too. All of them. And right.
That nigga deserves.
He do.
He
do. But it's like, you got all this, behind the scenes stuff. You got this song, but you know what I'm saying. But you see, like whatever you want to say, like I'm here for it. But you want to focus on another man. The man who ain't make not one rap song about you, but you want to focus on him.
When you start talking about Kanye,
yeah, but you got Pusha T, like, what's up? I want all the smoke because he can't fuck with him on no rap shit because he be out here. His career would like people, his fans would be looking at him like, I don't know, and he know that.
That's true.
Like he really know that, but
you know I love Pusha T though, it's because he hate Lil Wayne and he hate that nigga no matter what. Like, no matter Wayne going through, like Wayne on top, hate that nigga. Wayne on the bottom, hate that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
When Wayne is going through his shit with Baby, I hate that nigga. Like I'm always taking shots at Wayne because fuck that nigga.
But you know,
I love
them niggas know they can't really go bar for bar with him, so they not trying to engage. Like, but that's the mentality of a new rapper. Like, if I'm rapping. And I'm talking all this shit. Like, if he talking this shit, I'm going at this nigga forever. Like, nigga, I'm going at him.
The only shit I can remember from the Pusha T, the only shit I can remember, I listened twice. Like, nigga, all I remember is nigga like 666 something. That man is 666. Like, nigga, he's sick. Like that dude is out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying it's cool. I am saying like, nigga, that shit stand out. And it's hard not to respond, but when the OG put the OG call in,
he like chill because he gonna kill you. Like if you say anything.
See, I don't know,
but then I think that Drake wrote, he was probably talking about more so Kanye and shit. I don't think he was talking about.
Right, exactly. But Prince said he's like I told Drake not to respond because he started talking about like Pusha T was talking about his dad and the way the nigga dressed like Steve Harvey. Like Steve Harvey.
Like even Steve Harvey had to say something. You see the video?
I didn't see the video, but the nigga do dress like Steve Harvey though. Like
he was like, "What is a Pusha T?"
Yeah. That's what Steve Harvey said.
On the show, he was like, "What is a Pusha?" And then he started like freestyling or whatever. But yes, nigga, you do have Steve. Like you are Steve Harvey suit wearing nigga.
I mean, he's a big suit wearing nigga though. Like yeah.
You got a beard now, like niggas ain't forget.
The mustache and shit, like yeah.
Steve Harvey suits be in Foreman Mills, like don't forget. It's facts. Steve Harvey suits be in there. I know somebody who actually bought one for their husband. They really be in there.
They got the Donald Trump length ties and shit. Like the nigga ties be 2 feet long.
Like he was my inspiration from my prom suit. Like if them pictures ever make it out here, you see this long ass suit jacket, baggy ass pants.
I'm gonna find it. I got some other pictures to expose, but I'd rather expose the prom pictures.
Yes, please. You can expose it. I don't care about the prom pictures, but
not the other ones.
Hell no, never.
Oh. Like You wanna know the reason why you say? Because I feel like if I was stressed out, like nigga, we all did. Like if ePIFFany media is over with, like nigga, it's over with.
We can survive. Well, I have ways to survive.
No, we will survive because we black, nigga. We was just talking about it. We will, but it will make it difficult. It will make it difficult.
Like niggas will ride the fuck out of me forever. Oh. But will I care though? No. Oof. But would I care? No.
Oof. All I can say is oof.
Yeah, that's a close game right here.
Ooh.
Fantasy football. It's 7:00. It's been a great show. We really ain't get into music, but we talking about when we talk about real shit. It's hard to talk about music because.
Hey, and by the way, I know we only got a couple people watching. A couple people watching. Appreciate y'all joining. If y'all didn't, put in. I'm drunk, man. Like, help me out.
If you didn't, what? If you didn't put what?
I'm drunk. Like, if you didn't put, if you didn't put, like, this nigga, man.
I don't know what you trying to, I don't even know what you're trying to say.
This nigga a terrible wingman. Like,
I don't know what you're trying to say. Like, I can't even wingman off of that. Like, you can't even, I don't know what you're trying to say.
Contribute. If you didn't contribute, next time, contribute is what I want to say.
Yeah, if you didn't watch the show.
This nigga, god damn.
Like, I don't know what you're trying to say.
I'm fucking drunk. Like, help me out. Fuck. Shit.
Like, if you didn't contribute to the show, that's all fine. Contribute next time. Put it in the comments what you want to say.
Oh, it went down early.
No, but look, but if you go back and watch this and you get to the end, look at where it started. It started at about right there. Do you see how big that is?
This is a lot of liquor.
And he had 2 other drinks.
Yes, I had a brew and I had whatever this mixture was and yes, nigga, y'all have nine.
He's done. But look, please contact us about shirts or hats, whenever you want one. He still ain't even make it to the gummy bears yet. It's just a bad night.
They'll be 8 though.
Hey, you crying?
It's fucking hilarious. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
So look. Please support us on the next show. I'm glad for whoever tuned in. I never know who tuned in unless y'all tell me y'all tune in or whatever. But please support the business. We always have new product every week. Man. Every week we still coming at you.
Winter hats, dad hats is on the way. Mm-hmm. They haven't got here yet. That's another waiting shit.
Hit us up. I know you around. I will blow down if I have to. I know where you at. Like. That's why you don't put shit on Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah, like nigga, we out here.
I know. I know the front door and the back door. Like, I'm catching.
Come on, Mr. Dog. Like, I don't know what to call that nigga. Like, come on, Uncle Snoop. Calvin Brodus.
Yeah, Brodus.
Come on, Calvin. Hey, either that nigga or I'll. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do security at the fucking the stage door for your play. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come fuck with us, huh? I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, but we're about to get off. We're about to sign off. I'm looking at the comments. It's a lot of smoke.
My phone did. Like, I'll check it in a minute or whatever.
So we gotta shut the stream off.
All right. So let me do shout outs. Like, nigga ain't did a proper shout out.
We're gonna shout out too. You better do the right shout outs.
Shout outs. Hey. Shout out to Don for checking in, because he's a nigga that we gotta fuck with. Shout out to Stefan for checking in, because we definitely gotta fuck with Steph, man. He got the man with the golden voice, the nigga that was doing radio shit, whatever that nigga name is. Like,
without the drugs.
Yeah, without the drugs though. Yeah. Like, my nigga. Shout out to Steph, man. Steph, my guy. Shout out to Don. We damn sure gonna do work. And shout out to all y'all that watch now live, and shout out to the people that watch it because they're gonna watch it later. Shout out to the people that's watching on YouTube, because this will be on YouTube by the end of the night. Mm-hmm. By tomorrow morning, it'll be up on YouTube. ePIFFany Media I don't know. Go to YouTube and search Epiphany Media. Like
pop right on.
I was telling people youtube.com/Epiphany Media, but apparently that's not it. Like I don't really know how to do it. So go to YouTube, search Epiphany Media. You'll see the old videos, the new videos. Go to the website, epiphanymedia.com. Go to the Instagram, epiphany.media.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, I'm drunk, but I'm on point. Like at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Shout
Epiphany Media on Google, you'll find everything.
Yeah, Google. The almighty Google. Like go to Google or Siri. Siri's not as good, Apple, whatever.
Any more shout outs?
Shout out to Dave for checking in. He the black captain of Euclid, of all of Euclid. He's Euclid mayor, but he refused to run for mayor, even though everybody knows he's the mayor. Shout out to Dave, and then I think that's it, man. Shout out to all the people that watch. Salute to the city as always. And I'm gonna finish this because it's only
finish that. Get something to eat. It'll be all right. So yeah, tune in next Sunday, 5 p.m. It's a bye week. So y'all don't got shit to do. Y'all got no crying to do, no happiness. Just tune into the show.
No happiness. I'm not gonna say I don't have any happiness. Oh, by the way, we got some shit in the work. Like, don't think that this is it. And I know Ebony J came on. Maybe we get her to come back. Like, but that plus others, like we got real shit in the work, man.
Let me talk about until it happen. It just
gotta get there, man.
Pop up. Y'all see it. Y'all be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? They're not bullshitting.
It's time and money. So, time and money. So
like, be prepared. Like, you know, I'm never gloating or bragging about anything, but yeah, we official. So
we definitely got shit in the work. So like I said, one more time.
Yep.
Salute
see y'all
to the
next
city,
time.
Man. We'll see y'all next.
I don't got a catchphrase yet, so he got salute to the city. I just say see y'all next time. I don't know what's. I don't got catchphrases. But
see, next y'all don't make me go out. Like next time, I'm gonna have to get it printed over here. Salute to the city. That's my shit.
All right. See y'all next time.
All right, man. We'll catch y'all next week. Epiphany Media.